Hey guys, I'm Karina.
And I'm Eric again.
And welcome back to the Late Podcast. The law according to Eric. So we're finally doing the Juliet Pepperwood story. Okay, this has been going viral on Reddit, on Instagram. People have made TikToks about it, and a lot of people have picked it up for their own podcast. I thought it'd be a good idea to finally read it on here. Eric only has the Cliff Notes. He doesn't know what really is going on in this whole thing. And I want to remind everyone who is hearing this, when I post the trailers or anything like that, please do not comment the name of the doctor you think it is, because she doesn't want that. We have to because I'm going to have to delete your comments.
I understand. Disclaimer.
Yeah, okay. Just letting you go. If you comment, I will delete your comment just because of that.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So much tea. I'm glad I can spill it to Reddit because I can't gossip about it to my family. So, about 6 months ago, the bride planned her destination bachelorette trip and charged each of the 11 girls $650 each for an Airbnb. It's a lot.
650 times 11.
Yes.
$7,150 collected.
For an Airbnb.
For a bachelorette, like one night, 2 nights? Like, was this like a 2-week party?
No, it was probably like a weekend or something like that.
Okay. Like 7,000.
Yes. Yes.
And I'm sorry, I know there's more to it, but you mean to tell me none of these fucking rocket scientist bridesmaids stopped and like, that's an awful lot.
They were upset, but they were just like, fuck it.
All right.
So she said, I was salty about the high cost, but it is my sister-in-law, so her brother's marrying this girl.
Oh, boy.
So I sucked it up and I paid it to her. I also was suspicious about the highest fuck prices, so I did cross-check the Airbnb listing, but it did check out. Yes, this bitch wanted a $2,300 a night beachfront house. That's the house they got.
Okay.
Well, today I was chatting about wedding stuff with my brother, who is marrying my future sister-in-law, and he said something along the lines of, well, what a relief that her dad paid for the Airbnb, because that would have been so expensive for your group.
Oh!
I about fucking choked. I said, hey, are you sure about that? Because all 11 girls paid $650 for that house alone. Maybe run it by her. His face turned purple, so I take it he had no idea. To add to the greed going on here, when I got married, I flew her out. I paid for her accommodations, paid for her hair and her makeup, and I paid for her bridesmaid dress just like I did for all of my other bridesmaids. That's usually what people do. People do
really?
That. Yeah. Some brides do that. They'll pay for all of that because they're like, well, you're doing me a favor. Let me do that for you. Some won't.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. But she's like, now she has the balls to steal from me. Like, she's
no,
like,
I I keep thinking, I mean, no disrespect to Peckerwood or whatever. We're in the wrong business. I'm serious. Fuck practicing law. We should just do let's do a bridesmaid gimmick business, right?
Let's do it.
Like get like the fucking crazy outfits that they all have to wear, right? Yeah. I'm telling you. Yeah. Jeez.
All right. She said, I get that weddings are expensive, but don't have one if it requires you stealing from your bridesmaids. I'm assuming I'm the only bridesmaid who is aware of what's going on here. Not sure if I should spill to the group or just let it go. Okay. Then we start with the updates. We have update number 1, and this was posted on January 23rd of this year.
Okay.
Thanks for all the advice and support. Yes, I agree with most of you who are saying I'm morally obligated to spill the beans because $650 is not child's play. This is what I'm going to do. First, I'm going to talk to my brother and give him a chance to clear it up with my sister-in-law. Before I make a scene, I want to understand what's really going on. The answer will determine how I tell the other bridesmaids. Okay, stay tuned for update 2. That's just
all right.
So, would you have told the bridesmaids already, or would you have kept it to yourself? Like she's doing.
Well, I don't know. I think the guy code's a little different.
Okay.
But I probably would not have spilled the beans.
Yeah, like she's like waiting.
Yeah, I probably would not have snitched right away.
Okay.
Especially if it's my brother.
Yeah.
Right? And it's sort of his day too.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd be probably pretty conscious about that.
Okay. I think she is too. Yeah.
Okay.
So this update number 2 comes 2 days later. All right. So I regrouped with my brother. My mom has also stepped in and bypassed my brother and got some more info directly from the father. Here's the tea. Future sister-in-law's dad did not offer to cover the cost until a few months after we had all paid for the trip. This was after he found out the cost and was pissed that she chose a $2,300 a night house and asked us to pay. Apparently, he had threatened not to pay for the wedding if she added any more expenses onto the wedding party. Turns out she originally wanted it at the Maldives, but he forbid her from letting us pay that. According to my mom, who chatted with him directly, he felt so embarrassed when he heard about the Airbnb price and wanted to save face with my side of the family. So he gave sister-in-law about $7,000 to cover the cost of the house.
Oh.
She was supposed to refund us, but obviously that never happened. This is where it gets good. So my mom went total FBI and learned that in addition to not paying us, sister-in-law also didn't put the money towards a different wedding expense either. She just doesn't have it. So where did it go? What did she spend it on? There's currently a full-blown investigation going on between our two families right now. I have been asked by my mom to not alert the other bridesmaids just yet until we get all the info and we can come with a resolution from sister-in-law and her dad. Okay. She updated it the next day, the 27th.
The next day, okay.
Yes, this next day, 27th.
All right.
The plot thickens. So as this drama is all unfolding, the maid of honor, who doesn't know what's going on yet, is continuing her duties. We all get a 4-paragraph text from her outlining the dress code for each night of the bachelorette per the bride's orders. Keep in mind, the bride is asking us all to go out and buy new outfits for each night of the trip. The themes are like wild. Animal print Thursday, faux fur Friday, sparkle dress Saturday, shit like that.
This is so, I'm sorry, this is so douchey and cringy.
I know.
Oh my God.
As if we're all going out to go and buy that shit 1 week before the trip, or at all. Thankfully, the bridesmaids seem to be waking up to the bullshit. Several of them wrote back that they won't be able to pull those outfits together, and one flat out said it's just not going to happen. But that's just the side of the story to the absolute shit show that's unfolding. My mom is very involved now that she's paid a decent chunk of this wedding and does not like that the bride is throwing around thousands of dollars from her dad as well as lying to us. She set up a meeting directly with sister-in-law to cut the bullshit. I will come back tomorrow, hopefully, with the final update. It's not the final one, but we do have an update.
Okay.
So we have one on the 29th, so just 2 days later. A swan ice sculpture. She used the $7,000 to book a swan-shaped ice sculpture to be displayed at the reception and didn't tell anyone. Turns out her dad banned her from adding any more extras to the wedding because it was already so expensive and unnecessary. When he Venmo'd her for the Airbnb, she thought she was being sneaky and kept it instead. She didn't even tell my brother this. He only found out that her dad had decided to cover the Airbnb because they had went out for cigars one night and it had came up. So the mystery is solved thanks to my mini FBI crew. But now the real question remains, where the fuck is my $650 and how do we break the news to the bridesmaids? Out of the kindness of her soul, my mom is giving her 24 hours to confess to the bridesmaids and figure out how to pay us all back our money. Because you know what? I did not spend $650 on some damn ice. I have kids to feed and I have bills to pay. Okay. She made another update. So this was on February 5th. So this was
Peckerwood's really angry.
You wouldn't be?
Well, not to that extent. But okay, go ahead. Because, it's my brother.
That's true. That's true.
But go ahead.
Okay. As promised, here's the latest tea. Serving boiling hot. First, let's start with the bride's explanation to her family.
You know what? Peckerwood's a douche also. Boiling hot. Here's the tea, everyone. Hello. I'm spilling the tea.
Well, her explanation, she explained it to her, the mom, the brother, her fiance, and her dad.
Okay.
She broke down crying, saying that wedding planning has been getting to her head, and she's been crushed under the pressure to have the perfect wedding. Which she felt,
is sister-in-law saying this?
Yes.
Okay.
She felt that it wouldn't be perfect if she didn't have that ice one, that $7,000 ice one.
Okay.
I didn't buy her sob story. After this whole incident, I think she's fucking delusional, controlling, attention-starving bridezilla who is using the wedding as a way to compete with other girls on Instagram. By the way, her job is an influencer. I haven't mentioned that yet. So she's an influencer.
That you could have led with that, and that might have been a bit more,
exactly,
where we understand, not justifying or excusing basically what's theft, but okay.
My brother took the bait. To be honest, I don't even blame him. This is his future wife, and he said he wants to help her with the mental health and get her back into a good place. He is disturbed by the situation, but he will continue to support her. The wedding is on for all of those who's curious. Next, let's get into the matter of the $7,000, whether we're getting our money back. The sad, gut-wrenching answer is probably not. Her dad said he already paid for the Airbnb cost once, and he will not do it again. He said his daughter is 31 and needs to get herself out of her own mess and figure out how to make it right. She chimed in that the $7,000 is gone and asked how she would possibly pay us back. My brother has also refused to pay her screw-up. While I love that everyone is finally forcing this bitch to be an adult, I would like my money back. Unfortunately, we're not going to get it unless she magically wins the lottery or gets a real job.
No, there's another way. But
she could go on Fig. Exactly.
It's very, very scary how alike we start thinking after this. But yeah, put a fucking skirt and heels on and go out and make some fucking money. You're already a fucking whore, you cunt.
Exactly.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
For those that asked, there's nothing we can do legally. We all willingly paid the fixed amount, and we would have to move mountains to suits.
That's not true.
Really?
Because they didn't pay for what they got.
Oh, that's true, huh? Yeah.
They didn't get the benefit of their bargain.
That's true. They paid for that.
Right. They didn't consent to an ice sculpture. No, I'm serious.
I know.
And honestly, if you're asking what would Eric do if that was that upset? Okay, so Peckerwood, if you listen to the podcast, because I guess Karina says we have to link it or whatever, take her to small claims court.
No, hold on.
Oh, there's more?
There's a lot more. Hold on.
Oh, wow. All right. This is a deep fucking story.
Yes. She said, wow, this was incredibly shady and a terrible friend. She technically didn't do anything wrong that we could prove.
Not true still, but go ahead.
Now onto the bridesmaids. After some threats from my mom, sister-in-law finally broke down and contacted the bridesmaids in our group chat. She sent a text that made my fucking skin crawl. This was the text. Hey ladies, you're my bride squad, so I felt compelled to share that my dad recently offered to pay for our batch accommodations. However, being that the wedding is so expensive, I have decided to put this donation towards a wedding expense. I hope you all understand, and I can't wait to party with you all next week. Oh, hell no. I immediately replied back, making sure everyone knew the expense was a fucking ice sculpture. An ice swan. Come on, people. Many of them replied and expressed how they would have loved to use the $650 for something more important. But ultimately, no one has backed out. One of the girls started a side chat without the bride and asked if there was any chance of getting our money back if we forced sister-in-law to cancel the reservation. Unfortunately, since we are only a week out, we aren't eligible for a refund. They decided to go through with the batch, or else it would be a literal waste of $650. Okay. This is a mini update. Was this an... Okay, that one doesn't matter. We can skip that one. It was just her. Okay, so...
Well, more Peckerwood ranting?
Yeah, it's just like she was answering some questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay, this one's also not an update. Okay. Final update. No, not the final, but it's another update.
Oh my God.
This was on 2/17. Okay.
So, I'm sorry, before you continue, I just need to understand. So the greater Reddit world has somehow latched onto this story.
Yes.
And she's getting bombarded with requests for updates. Like people,
yeah. She has
this like the fucking season finale.
Yes.
Okay, this is like the season. It's 23,000.
You have to go through it. Yeah, you're gonna be a little bit more interested as we get through.
Okay, I mean, I'm already kind of surprised that I've stayed awake this long. No offense to Peckerwood, I get it. Okay.
All right, so this one is 2/17. So it's a couple of days now. Okay. The absolute tea I have today. It took me so long to write this because I'm at a complete and utter loss for words. Where to begin?
Indeed. Where indeed?
Let me start with, there is no ice swan. There was never an ice swan.
Oh.
It was all an elaborate fabrication designated to distract everyone for where the missing $7K actually went. Rest in peace, ice swan. Turns out, there was a reason behind sister-in-law's luxury bachelorette location. Here's what happened. All the bridesmaids show up to the beachfront mansion with our... Oh, sorry, I forgot to add, there was one of the updates. They decided to say that they weren't going to treat it as a bachelorette party anymore. They were all going to bring their significant others to take it as a vacation. And they just weren't going to do a bachelorette. Basically, like, fuck it. My boyfriend's coming. It's a vacation. Okay. And fuck you and your bachelorette.
I guess I could deal with that.
Okay. Here's what happened. All the bridesmaids show up to the beachfront mansion with all our significant others. Sister-in-law had already been made aware that it was no longer a bachelorette. But to our complete shock, she was still stunned. We actually meant it. She arrived last in her pre-booked limo, absolutely fucking fuming that no one showed up to the limo meeting spot at the airport. She was the only one still sticking to the original itinerary. Then she was flabbergasted that the husbands and significant others were there with us. It was a comedy show at best. Anyway, we went about our individual mini vacations, and eventually someone realized it had been about 48 hours since anyone had last seen sister-in-law. I assumed she was mad and either flew home or went to stay somewhere else. Then the unthinkable unfolds. Sister-in-law rolls up the driveway in a wheelchair, being pushed by 2 female nurses.
Oh, God.
The entire group jumped into action thinking something horrible had happened. Everyone ran over to see what was going on, but the nurses ushered us away and wheeled sister-in-law into her room. At this point, I'm very concerned. We're all banging on the door, asking her if she's okay. The nurses eventually leave and say they can't legally reveal the nature of her health issue, but they assure us she's fine.
Well, that's true. I mean, there's HIPAA requirements and all that, but okay.
I call my brother and my mom and get no answer, so I finally decided to call her mom. Mother of the bride reveals what actually took place. She isn't sick, and she doesn't have a health issue. There was no accident. She got her boobs done. Yes, folks, you read that correctly. She had planned, as part of the original itinerary, to disappear for an afternoon and return with a new set of melons. I'm sorry, what? The location of the beachfront mansion is conveniently 5 minutes away from a very, very famous cosmetic surgeon's office. The reason she needed this giant-ass property was not really to host all 11 girls. It was to host 11 girls plus the surgery recovery nurses and personal chef she had reserved for the operation.
Personal chef?
Yep.
Okay.
There's so much more that we need to unpack. I honestly don't know where to begin. So many questions remain. I am only a few hours back from this trip, so all this information I have right now. She's saying she's going to update us again. Okay. That's just her checking in, saying that she's going to update. Okay. This is from 3:30. So this was, a couple weeks after that. Okay. Let me get 3:30. Title is, the update is, the wedding is off. All right, y'all. Get your comfy socks and your popcorn because I've been holding on to this update for so long and I have to get it all out there.
What?
I feel like...
Why did she hold it for so long then if it was so important?
I don't know. I feel like at this point we've all became good friends.
Have we? Okay.
Anyway, let me start with this. The wedding is officially off. I know a lot of you were out there were team #cancel the wedding, so this should all warm your soul. For me personally, I wanted it to work out for my brother despite her insanity. I was kind of hoping this would somehow all blow over like a bad dream and he could find normalcy again. Unfortunately, that's not the case. Here's what happened. When I last updated you, sister-in-law had pulled up to the bachelorette with a new set of melons and shocked us all. We were all left wondering what the fuck, and I told you I needed to stop the updates to protect my brother's privacy. Well, that has all changed now, and I've been given permission by my brother to spill all the fucking tea. My brother, what were you going to say?
I'm just wondering how much more tea is there to spill?
No.
Like, did they buy a fucking Costco jug of tea here?
No. Just listen.
Okay.
I've read this. I know. My brother was aware that sister-in-law had planned on getting a breast augmentation at some point in the year. He actually knew it would be during the bachelorette trip. Despite thinking it was very weird, he really wanted to support her. So he kept her surprise a secret. What he did not know was that she may have used the bridesmaid's money, or even her dad's, to finance the surgery. But it turns out she did in fact not use our money or her dad's money to pay for the new titties. That's because her procedure was on the house.
That's nice.
Why, you ask? Because
Yes,
she has
why?
been having an affair with the surgeon for over a year.
Really?
Yes, you read that correctly. She's been diddling her married plastic surgeon for more than 14 months. He is a very well-known plastic surgeon and his legal team has been on me like white on rice. There are limits to what I can disclose at this current moment, and I have been advised not to disclose the state he practices in, his name, or any personally identifying details.
No, sister.
Tell us.
Okay, no, you have First Amendment right. By the way, the truth is an absolute defense to any kind of defamation, libel, slander, whatever. If this is a fact, you're free to say whatever you want. Fuck his legal team.
All right, well, she said back to the story.
Okay, sorry.
He wanted to fly her out for a complimentary titty upgrade. We found out because his wife found her sad little influencer IG page, tracked her down, and showed up to her family home, which would be the father's house because she still lives at home.
Oh, God, that's...
I told you it got better.
I mean, well, listen, it definitely took the scenic route, but okay, well, at least we get there.
There's so much more to say that I'm going to have to split. Oh, she said she's updating after. Okay, cool. I promise she'll be back to finish this horror story. Okay, this is just... Okay. Update 7. The missing 7K.
Okay.
This was from 4/7. So this was April 7th. This is
recently, yeah.
10 days ago.
10 days ago.
All right, friends. If you're still with me on this wild ride, it's time to spill more of the final tea in this crazy kettle. I want to start with the details of sister-in-law's illicit affair with the plastic surgeon. Much of the detail was provided to me by my brother. When he ended the engagement, he asked sister-in-law to give him the whole truth. After all, it's the least she could do. She fessed up, and my brother has given me permission to share. Here's what happened. The wife learned about the affair thanks to a pair of Tiffany diamond earrings, which apparently went missing from her jewelry collection. At some point, she goes down to the hospital to bring her husband lunch and sees a female patient wearing her exact pair of earrings that she lost. And you guessed it, the patient was our beloved bride. Now, I don't know the timeline on when she noticed those earrings went missing, but I do know that she saw sister-in-law wearing these earrings at the hospital while getting a consultation for her free melon job. This would have been long before the bachelorette trip and most likely on one of their earlier visits while sister-in-law was flying out of town to see him. The wife at some point brought it up to her husband, who probably played it off as a coincidence.
Can I just interject for a quick second?
Yeah.
Do we know any sister-in-laws that would just move into someone's life, take their shit,
I
act
know
like
one.
it's theirs?
One is popping up.
Right?
Yeah, one is popping up.
Even the bonus episode I got. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. In her confession to my brother-in-law, sister-in-law admitted that she stole the wife's earrings during one of the visits to this man's house. She fucking stole them. It just gets worse. The surgeon demanded them back after realizing the wife spotted sister-in-law wearing them that day. Problem is, sister-in-law didn't have the earrings anymore. She claimed she lost them. She asked the surgeon how much the earrings cost and swore she would make amends by sending him the money. He reveals they are from Tiffany's and cost about $7,000. And there you have it. The mystery of the 7K is solved. When sister-in-law's father offered to cover the cost of the Airbnb, she probably saw the golden opportunity to snag almost the full amount of money she needed to cover the earrings. She did admit to my brother that she sent her dad's money to the surgeon after he paid for the Airbnb. And to be honest, I don't know who's crazier. Sister-in-law for stealing the earrings or the surgeon for continuing to have an affair with someone who literally stole from his wife out of his home. But anyways, back to the story. So I'll never know if the surgeon gifted his wife a new pair of diamond earrings or not, but I do know that she didn't let her suspicion go. I know for sure if the earrings were the giveaway or if she found out later. She ended up getting sister-in-law's name somehow and looking her up on social media. How she ended up at the family home, I'll probably never know, but I'm sure anyone with a name and a mission can find an address online. Let me see. She has another update, but let me see. I didn't read this. I don't know if this was important or.
Oh my god. So as entertaining as this is, Peckerwood's got a little too much time on her hands.
I know she does. Okay.
Good Lord.
She did a Where Are They Now update.
Okay.
So let's start with the surgeon. And boy, is he a popular subject in my comments. Quick thank you to everyone for being so respectful of my request that you avoid speculating names. Glad to see you've moved it to your DMs, and I'm here for that. Anyways, back to the surgeon. To be fair, there isn't a lot I know about him in general, but I can tell you, yes, the wife did file for a divorce, as she should. And sadly, that's pretty much the limit on what I can reveal about those two at this time. Okay, so surgeon's getting a divorce. So let's see if your doctor gets a divorce. We'll see about that.
Oh, I get. Well, I mean, like you said, I think everybody already knows. Yeah. At least people that are into that kind of stuff.
Moving on to my sister-in-law. I'm debating whether to continue giving her any more attention, even if it's anonymous. But before I give this update, I do want to say again for the record that I have my brother's full support in sharing this information. Ex-sister-in-law decided to move out of the state shortly after my brother called off the wedding. And maybe you saw this coming, but she went and relocated to be close to the surgeon. Yep, so sad. But yes, given this official divorce, those two are seemingly staying together. This disgusts me and I have so much more to say, but I am moving on. I'm going to end on a positive note. I am thrilled to report that my brother is absolutely doing fantastic given the circumstances. Thank you all for following me on this journey. See you guys soon. What are your thoughts on this story?
I have a lot of thoughts, and let me put a legal spin on it.
Okay. Yeah. I wanted to hear your legal thoughts on this.
Okay. So going back to some earlier comments, each and every one of those bridesmaids has a small claims court cause of action for what's called conversion because they were induced to send money under false pretenses.
Exactly.
So you have some, and by the way, I would absolutely do that to her.
Well, okay. So technically, I think she did use their money to pay for the Airbnb, but the dad then it wouldn't count. It doesn't matter. I mean,
it's all under false pretenses.
Okay. Right? I'm just making sure because I was like, well, technically, someone did pay for the Airbnb.
Well, I'm just saying,
whether it was the bridesmaid or the dad, one of them did.
If the dad paid for it, and I think he did because she wasn't, the ice sculpture. I'm not sure how that really plays into.
Well, she was lying about that.
Right. I mean, I'm saying, in other words,
I think that she was just updating us in real time.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, but what I'm saying is, it makes sense that would be something she would. But by the way. I know that things are more expensive today than they were, years ago, but I don't, right. I've never heard of a $7,000 ice sculpture for fucking one swan. Maybe a whole fucking row, like, that actually like melt into your glasses or something. I don't know. So that seemed a little strange too. Then as far as the planned plastic surgery thing, I don't see that as a real big issue.
No. She would have been honest.
Right. Shit. Go do what you're going to do.
But why say you're going to surprise us? I don't give a fuck about your new titties.
Okay, so here's my question. First of all, how close to the wedding was this bachelorette weekend?
That's also a good, because that takes time.
You don't heal in a day.
Exactly. Right? Bachelorette parties are usually like,
the weekend like a before? Month? Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah. If it's a month before, maybe. Right? If it was like the week of or something, sister's not having wedding night sex. With okay. But putting that part aside, she wants to go augment. Who cares, right? That's a thing now. Everybody's enhancing their bodies or fine, right? Like I'll tell you, slightly off topic, no offense to Peckerwood, but I don't think a single Kardashian is natural.
Right. No.
Except for the one that's really, really skinny and awkward looking.
No, but she has lip filler.
But whatever. But I'm saying that's like the most minor. The most Botox.
Yeah. She's like the most like natural looking one.
So I understand that that's a real trend now. You're augmenting and enhancing like aspects of your body. So I don't have a problem with that. And yes, all she had to do is be honest. Like, and the worst part, it likely was not for brother anyway. Exactly. It was for Dr. Dr. Adultery. That's what we're going to call him, Dr. Adultery. Exactly. Right? So Dr. Adultery, I guess wanted her to have some better looking boobies. Yeah. Now, this vile, low rent, nasty trailer park bitch that stole the earrings. And by the way,
that's the worst part of this whole thing.
Yeah. And by the way, that happened in a TV show that Jen and I were watching. Yeah. That was that show Ghost.
Yeah.
Power.
I do remember when you were watching that. Yeah.
And that was a scene where like, one of the character, Tommy, his new girlfriend, Tommy brings her to dinner at Ghost's house with his wife. and she finds like the expensive earrings and pockets them,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so it's a whole big thing too. So interesting that also kind of happened, right? Yeah. But
can you imagine having an affair and she comes to your house and steals from your wife?
No.
You don't do that.
No, I know. That's just, no, you know what you don't do?
And then you don't wear them to the surgeon's office.
Right. You don't bring your fucking Sancha, your fucking side piece to your fucking house anyway.
Exactly.
Look, I'm going to just lay some practical sense on everybody here, okay? Forget the law side. Look, the legal side is you go to small claims court for your $650.
Mm-hmm.
Each of you can. I would do it in mass and force her to pay for a defense, so maybe do the whole thing, and multiple plaintiffs, and fuck her. Get a judgment, ruin her credit. I don't care. Mm-hmm. Garnish her wages if she ever works, all of that, okay? But the bigger point here, okay, first of all, how cheap is fucking Dr. Plastic Surgeon that he just can't get a hotel room somewhere?
Exactly.
Just get a fucking hotel room, buddy.
Why didn't he cover the Airbnb costs?
I know. Well, just get a hotel.
That too, yeah.
Don't bring your fucking side piece to your house where your wife keeps her shit, where you may have kids, and your wife.
She probably took that as a trophy, and she's like, "Yeah."
I know. That's what I'm saying. Come, for fuck's sake, people.
The worst part. You want to know the worst part of this? He continued to fuck with her after.
Well, that's he's just being a typical man. Whatever, maybe she's a sunshine.
And he gave her a free fucking.
No, listen, side pieces of sunshine.
Maybe,
for sure. By the way, because now that we're up to 1,600 plus. For those of you who don't know what a sunshine is, sunshine is a girl whose pussy is so good that if you were to throw her up in the air, it would burst into sunshine. Mm-hmm. So maybe she's a sunshine and he just can't get enough or he can't give it up.
Maybe.
But otherwise, this is like so disturbing. I know, again, I guess we can't even mention the state.
No.
But it doesn't shock me knowing what state it is.
And that she's an Instagram influencer.
Yeah. And that, everybody's crazy from that state. I guess I can't say more than that. Right.
Yeah.
But so I'm not going to mention the name, but that, okay. To Peckerwood, please do not be afraid of these lawyers. Okay. You have a First Amendment constitutional right to speak your truth. Mm-hmm. And as long as you put little caveats, like I heard this from so-and-so, I'm just repeating what I was told.
From the grapevine.
Right. Whatever. You be fine. Mm-hmm. Fuck them. Fuck their lawyers. I wish you were in my seaside state. Mm-hmm. And I'd happily handle any kind of defense.
We don't know where she's at, actually.
Oh, okay.
They just went on this bus road trip there.
I'm pretty sure it's not California.
Oh, maybe.
We're way too chill for this guy. Listen, we're known as the left coast. Yeah. I get it, but we're not fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another seaside state that's crazy, and most people already know.
Exactly.
So
and I think that's where it happened too. So
probably. But other than that, I mean, look, it's crazy and it's weird. This may not be a popular sentiment, but it's more weird to me that this has picked up so much traction.
Oh, people love it. People love it.
But you have to ask yourself at what point, are people going so far down these rabbit holes, Yeah. I mean, look, we do this as a labor of love, but even the hour or two out of the week that we cut out, it's stuff I got to deal with after, emails coming in the middle. And you can probably tell sometimes I lose concentration because I'll see an email from a client or something going on. Like I got to check it really quick. I can't imagine having this kind of time. Not Peckerwood. This is, to me, it seems like Peckerwood, this is therapeutic for her. Right. But for everybody else, it's like launching into this, like 23,000 people latched onto this story. That's goddamn.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear that number and it's like a fantasy. Like, will we ever get 23,000 followers
on Instagram? And it's literally Instagram she made just to tell the story.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
that's the crazier part to me.
Yeah.
You told the story. You made this Instagram just to tell the story.
Now,
Juliet Pepperwood has.
Let me just tell you, if the question is, what would Eric do?
What would Eric do?
Eric would tag sister-in-law influencer.
She wouldn't tell them I was trying to find her. She wouldn't tag her.
I would tag the shit out of her. Okay. Just that. Her. That's right. Hashtag fuck you. Hashtag 650 bitch. Hashtag ice swan. Mm-hmm. Right. I would be all over that. But that's, that's just me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this was a crazy one. And Juliet, I hope you reveal the names. I hope you do. She was saying she might, like I follow the Instagram. I'm going to let you know I do follow the Instagram. But she was saying she just has to see how these things roll out. But we might have another update if she ever decides to tell the names. So, and we'll see if we're right. But that's all we got for them today,
No, listen, we had a lot this week and This is a bonus one that's going to drop, I guess, Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the like our fortune, right? Like maybe that's what happened. Is maybe Peckerwood is so high all the time that this is just a fantasy.
No, I don't think so.
No, but I see now that's why maybe I would say if Dr. So-and-so's legal team got involved, if this was all just made up, right? And people were like pointing saying, oh, this must be about this guy and it's not. Otherwise, you got no fucking worry.
Yeah.
Peckerwood, I got your back.
We got your back, Pepperwood. All right.
Oh, yeah, I keep saying that. I'm sorry. Pepperwood. Sorry. I wasn't on purpose. My bad.
All right, guys. Well, thank you all for listening. Oh,
sorry. Yeah, because I am a lawyer.
Right.
Since we have to link you to our episode, it'd be really nice. Yeah, fucking tag us on your 23,000 followers.
She usually does. See, I've seen her. If people send her the little clips of what we've taught, like the trailers I do, she will put them on her story.
Right on. That's what I'm talking about. Beneficial to both sides. Yes. But that's my absolute solid, true legal advice. Take that cunty, slutty bitch to small claims court.
Yep.
Get a judgment, even for $650. Mm-hmm. Shame the fuck out of her. And I would maybe what I would do is I would sue her first, get a judgment, and then tag her. So, because that's a public record.
Yeah.
At that point, you're not violating any privacy. I had her fucking name, the amount.
What happened.
That's right. And the reason I say it like that, look, I understand that lots of people cheat, right? And that's the kind of thing. And maybe that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be branded with a scarlet letter.
Right.
But this was so much more than that. The underhanded, shady, sus shit that she did to her friends.
So much.
People that were supposed to be her friends and family. And her fucking father. Her poor father. Her father knows his daughter's a fucking whore. Taking it in the ass from some plastic surgeon.
And coming to her father's house. The wife came to the father's house.
I know. How fucking humiliating.
With my husband.
If that happened to me, and somebody said my daughter is screwing, they're married, I don't know what I would do. It's so mortifying to think about.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Like that. I know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I know. Yeah.
So there we go. That's what we would do.
All right. Well, thank you all for listening. We hope you enjoy this mini episode that we are dropping.
We hope that on Tuesday we're gonna have 24,000
people on. Hopefully, maybe.
There you go.
We appreciate all the support, whether it's 1.6 or 24,000 of you.
Whatever it is.
All of you.
Yep.
But remember, you can find us on Instagram at the Pensamic Confirm, and our Instagram for our podcast is at the Late Podcast. Find us on Twitter and TikTok at Pensamic Confirm. You can visit our website at eblawfirm.us, and you can email us at info@eblawfirm.us. Bye, guys. Don't be like this bitch.
Oh my God. Bye.